Right, I'm not sure why that started going again, but anyways, hello everybody and welcome. It's really good to be back. I know we come on live the other night, but we were not feeling the best still, so today we're feeling better and we have an awesome discussion that we're going to have. So let's say hello to everyone. Hi, Miss Barbara. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Doris. Hi, Amora Witch. Let's see. And there's Melissa. Hi, Donnie. Hi, Charmaine. Hello, Fluffy. Hi, Slim. All right. So, if y'all will, please smash that like, share this out, if you will. So, no, we cannot have a discussion without our panel. Hello, Lora. Hi, Mary. And so, our discussion today is going to be about the myths, the facts, or what people call facts in the paranormal field. So we're gonna read off a couple of those from the travel channel list, and we're gonna discuss what we think about. Without our amazing panel. So all the links to these beautiful ladies are down in the description below. So make sure you grab them up. Hello, Bud Files. And if you are new to the channel, thank you for coming in and checking us out. So first up, we have my sister, my Twinkie. Y'all know,
Hello.
Entity Paranormal Investigators.
Hello.
So make sure you check out her channel. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
All right. And we also have our Queen Lora TV. So welcome her on here. Hi, Sturge Bass. How are you? We also have the beautiful Paranormal Melissa. So make sure you grab these links up in the description, guys, because they are all awesome channels, and I love anything paranormal they do, but anything they do as well. So hello, Matt. How are you? And then we also have our beautiful Miss Sandra Pink Paranormal. So
Hello.
this is our normal panel for Thursday or for Tuesday afternoons. So I love having discussions with these ladies, and we do a lot of discussing about this kind of stuff off camera as well. So, um, well, we're glad that you're here, Sturge Bass. And like I said, please make sure you check out all the ladies that are up here on this panel. Their links are down in the description. So, me and Layne have had this discussion before. Hi, Matthew. But I wanted to get everyone else's opinions on it. So we would love for the chat to get involved. We'd love to hear your opinions about all these statements. But remember that these are everyone's opinions, and we all have a right to our opinion. So please be respectful in the chat. If you do not agree with someone's opinion, that's perfectly fine. We don't expect everyone to agree with us, but please be respectful and mindful that these are our opinions. So, first off, we'll just say hello to everybody up on the panel. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
I feel so much
Good. Much better. You know the phone just rang
Better.
when you were doing your introduction, right? What were we discussing before we came on about some numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the second, third, and fourth number.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh,
That's about right. Thank you so much, Stirred Bass. Welcome to Ghost.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Hi, Robbie. Hi, darling Renee.
You're not the only one. At 1:35 p.m.,
Let's see. Let me make sure.
I got a phone call from a number. I can't make it bigger. The first 30 numbers on it, I can't see. It's 666.
Oh, nice.
No,
It's
we're all getting it.
something.
So apparently, we're passing this on to everyone.
Okay, I haven't gotten anything
So
today.
if
Let's
you
put it that
guys,
way.
let's hope you don't. So if you guys are members on the channel, we posted a video today of
Hey, me.
doll we did last night that we Jerry King TV and Queen Lora TV. Now, we anyone that knows us and knows our channel knows that we get the number 666 a lot. But over the last week, we have gotten it so many times on our channel numbers, on just anything. I bought something today at Walmart and it came 666. See, it's all around us. It's very weird. Hi, Lyndon, by the way. How are you? Your beautiful bride to be. Yeah. So, is this mic okay? Can everybody hear me good? I hooked it back up, hoping I don't have any issues with it so far.
Sometimes
So far, so good.
You break up.
You break up sometimes.
I think
that's the Wi-Fi probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut this door over here.
Yeah, and I hate that because we have like the best one that we can get. So that's annoying. Robbie, we are not evil. Now you know better than that.
What?
I might be.
Your eyes look evil, Robbie.
Yeah.
Hey, Angus's eyes.
Yes,
did that.
Robbie is the one that has the evil.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there's one picture of
So,
me. I have one eye.
Remember, and then your son had the whole
Yeah. That was
evil look, and it was just like, hello.
It's
We don't know why we get it, Matt. We do tend to bring in a lot of stuff with us, and of course, we do have a lot of haunted objects in our home, so it's very annoying. Hi, Debbie. Love you.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
So, what we're going to do is I'm gonna one of the statements, and then we're just going to kind of go through, and everybody will have a chance to voice their opinion, and we may all have the same opinions on it, so we could just be like, okay, I agree, whatever. I think we're going to do 10. So, and we'll try to get through them all because I don't want to keep y'all on here all day. Hello, Vicky, Oliver. And if I miss anyone coming in, mods, please welcome everybody as they come in. I would appreciate it so much because I'm going to try to focus on the questions. Hi, Patrick. Hi,
Hey,
Dragon.
Patrick.
Classy.
Hey, Dragon.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So
Vicky.
if I miss somebody coming in, please, mod, welcome them in, especially if they are new.
Haunted items give to her.
Most items get sent to us, or they are brought to us to do an investigation on, and then as soon as the people find out that there actually is something attached to it, they're like, no, don't give it back. And so we do have a friend that we do send some of our stuff to if it's a little too much for us, and we know when that time is. Hi, Patriot.
Hi, Patriot.
Hey, Patriot. But if the little pokey eye girl wants to come back, just send her back. It didn't bother me. It bothered Jared, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much. It doesn't bother me as bad as it does Layne, and I think it's just her sensitivity, and she's just really not liking the whole the way it makes her feel.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I did tell her. I said. To be fair, I told her. I said that it's
generally
small, but it's mighty.
Small. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely mighty. That's for sure. Hi, Gary. I'm not coming in, so you can't see me. We can see you just fine, Gary. I love you, brother. Matthew. A lot of times, the paranormal experiences will find you. You won't necessarily find them. So, unless you're out looking for them and you know the place is haunted, you could get a paranormal experience, but a lot of the items that you pick up is just feelings you get when you're around certain items. So, hello, Michelle.
Hey, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne Zane. How are you? Hello, just another dude from Sweden. Nice.
Hello.
That's awesome.
Nice. Welcome.
So, for anyone new coming in, today's discussion is going to be about the myths of paranormal. We're going to just have a discussion up here.
Hey,
hello, Edward.
Hi, Edward.
That is
So,
truly
hi,
possible.
Wanda. Welcome, everybody. Everyone, make sure that you check out these beautiful ladies that are up here on the panel. Their links are down in the description below. These are all of my sisters, and we all love the paranormal. And so, if you like paranormal, you'll definitely love their channels. They also do other stuff on their channels. So, very cool to see the wide variety that we have here. So, oh, I just got a notification that we may have a call coming through. Yay.
Hey, Todd.
Let's see. Hi, Exploring with Todd and Linda.
Hey, Todd, Linda.
Let's see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off the statement. We're going to discuss it up here on the panel. Please put your opinions in the chat, but be respectful of everyone's opinions because they're not going to be the same. So make sure that you respect everyone's opinion, even if you don't agree with it. We would appreciate that because that's one thing we don't want to do is make anyone feel bad about having an opinion. So, the first fact is what they're saying is that paranormal facts exist. So, paranormal facts exist. They're saying that there is facts out there that the paranormal exists. So, anyone? I see Laura itching to say something.
Well, in my opinion, the paranormal is a lot like science. You know, what you think is a fact right now can change tomorrow. So then it no longer is a fact. It becomes obsolete and it changes. So I don't think anything will ever be factual because things keep changing every day.
Right.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
I'm smart sometimes.
And honestly, how are we supposed to know that something is a fact? Because we never know actually what is coming through for us. So we could be talking to our grandpa that passed away 10 years ago, and it actually could be a really nasty spirit that is just like with trolls, just like with keyboard warriors. We don't know who we're actually speaking to whenever they're behind the keyboard.
Exactly.
We could be speaking to a 30-year-old woman who's having issues, but in the end, it could be a 60-year-old man sitting in his underwear in his grandma and grandpa's basement. We don't know. So even with spirits, we have no clue who we're actually speaking to. So, I mean, I agree with that you don't know for sure that that's fact.
Yeah, very true.
Very true.
I have to agree with that.
Hi, Doris.
Thank you very much.
All right, so here's another one that I hear a lot, and this is mostly by people who are not paranormal investigators. Ghosts only come out at night.
No.
No. They come out when they want to come out.
What time of day?
They really probably don't know what time it is. They just
That's it.
Exactly.
They just have to see us when they're ready.
Because it could be residual, and they're just replaying what happened to them or their life. So yeah.
Wayne Zane, a paranormal investigator is just somebody who goes out and investigates what's known to be a haunting. And a paranormal means anything that is unexplainable by science. So it could be cryptid, it could be alien, it could be anything. So an investigator is just somebody who goes out and either does tests or runs just goes out and looks and listens and whatever. So that's all an investigator is.
And
none of us are professional.
No, and sometimes when you go out to investigate, you might not catch anything. You will never, every single time you go out, catch something.
Oh gosh. Exactly. I can tell you that's the whole. That is a fact that you won't get something every time.
Right.
That's
you can sit there for 24 hours recording and not catch anything.
You could pay a buck.
And then go back the next day and catch all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
Like you pay
Hello, Big D.
to go somewhere and then sit there for 6 hours and not get the first thing except for a little tap when you're inside of a little box and you're like, really?
Yep.
It's hard to be a investigator.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
back,
everything everybody thinks it is. I mean, it's a lot of
no,
hard work.
it's not.
A lot of hours.
What y'all see in the videos and on TV is like the good parts that we get very rarely. You don't see all the boring parts that are just constant hours of just I don't know. There's lots of boring parts to it.
And it's not cheap either.
No.
No. it's
If I
not.
left everything in my videos, y'all would get a whole lot of me mindlessly rambling about anything and everything. Oh, look, a caterpillar. Hey, did y'all know? I will fun fact the crap out of y'all.
Okay, let's see. Yes, Doris, I definitely do. So back to this, ghosts only come out at night. I do not believe that because we have gotten just as much evidence during the daytime as we do at nighttime. So that definitely to me was a no go.
Yeah.
So
You go.
the next
Frugal.
one,
Frugal, you go, boy.
Don't get hung up with your big toe.
Oh, frugal.
Frugal, my favorite farmer. Oh, nice, Big D. St. Anne's Cemetery. That's up in your neck of the woods, Melissa.
Bristol is like southwest.
Bristol is where next to where mom and dad go.
Yeah, it's like way on the other side of the state.
Bristol's
Well, Twinkie,
45
there's a
minutes from mom and
cemetery
dad.
there you need to check out.
Yeah. Come on, Twinkie.
Definitely.
Go with me. Just get in that plane.
I'll meet you, April. Let's go.
There's
Okay,
all
come
different
on,
kinds of
Lord.
ways, Michelle, but unless we know what's going on in your home, we wouldn't know. And
Yeah.
if we didn't know how to do it, we could probably recommend somebody that could, but it all depends on what kind of ghost you're wanting to get rid of or spirit that you're wanting to get rid of.
And you have to
Okay,
be
so the
careful.
next one, yeah, very careful. The next one, there is no physical evidence of Bigfoot.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
False. False.
I think it's false.
False.
I believe that's false too.
False.
There's just too much.
Yeah. There's something there.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
it's
sure
not-
there's a lot more that we just haven't been privy to because it's covered up as quick as it's found.
And I think they're interdimensional beings, and that's why they're not so easily caught.
Exactly.
Hey, Mary.
Edward, that's something that we're all trying to figure out ourselves. We don't know. Like, literally, we all have been investigating and doing this for many, many years. There is probably a compilation of over 100 years of experience, not professionals, but experience and us just going out and doing things. I know I've done this for over 20 years. I know several others have as well. None of us know any more than probably you do. We just know what we've captured ourselves. So we do want to believe that there is something between the spirit world and cryptid world, and that's what we're all trying to prove right now. So we are running a lot of tests and doing all kinds of stuff, and we've done some of that stuff on our channel that you can check out if you would like to. Let's see.
But we never try
Hello,
to push it on anybody else.
Hi, Richie.
Mm-mm.
We
Hi,
never
Rich.
try to put.
Hi, Rich.
To push. Go ahead.
I was just saying hi to people.
Oh.
We never try to push what we believe on anybody else.
Right.
You know, you come to your own conclusion of what you think's going on.
Because the experience could be different for everybody. Like,
Exactly.
completely
Exactly.
different.
Exactly. And it can
Yeah.
be different at each visit. The same location, but the third time you go or the first time you go.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a difference in there too.
Well, hi, Frugal. Hi, Jan.
Hey, Frugal. Hey, Richie.
Hi, Three Souls. Hi, Jan. That's a good question, Big D. What if Bigfoot is a shadow figure from the paranormal side? And that's something we don't know. Because really and truly, if you look at the pictures that a lot of people get of Bigfoot, I'm not talking about the videos they have of them running through the woods and all that. I'm talking about actual pictures. They're always dark and they always look like shadows inside of a tree. So I mean
Mhm.
that's a good question. We don't know.
Or they're way far off in the distance, hiking up a hill.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely, Matthew, and we'll discuss that here in just a little bit. We'll let y'all ask some questions towards the end and try to get those. We're going to try to get through these as quick as possible. Hi, Mindless Adventures. Amy, how are you? Okay, so the next one is only old buildings are haunted.
No.
No,
No,
because it's not necessarily the building, it's the land.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or a person.
Yes, or a person. So you can build a brand new house on land that has a residual haunting, and your house will be haunted.
Hello,
Yes.
pissed off handicapped guy.
Hello, pissed off. How are you? So
Cool name.
my thought process, and everyone knows my thought process on this. So if you watch any old western, you can see the wagon trains, the everything. When someone died, they could not keep those bodies with them on the wagon train because the smell would bring in animals.
Hmm.
It could get other people sick. So 9 times out of 10, they buried that person where they passed away. We don't know where those were. There was no landmarks there. There was no roads there. There was no like anything that you could tell where someone was buried at other than a wood cross. And those wood crosses over time would deteriorate, get strewn around.
Yep.
So your house could be buried or like on top of someone that was buried hundreds of years ago and you
Yep.
just don't know it. So
Exactly.
the land, just by knowing what we know about history, has been through so much, and the bloodshed and everything else from wars and all this other stuff. You have no idea.
Hmm.
Wang Zhang, your toaster could be haunted if it wanted to be. If a spirit wants to
Chapstick
come through, it's going to use whatever it can use whatever it wants to try to come through. So yes, I believe anything like that can be haunted. Something
or you
brand new out of a store can be haunted.
or you could be lucky and be like me and your person be haunted. I'm a haunted person.
In more
I love
ways
it.
than one.
Everybody's been I pissed. All right, so yeah, old buildings. It doesn't have to be old. Granted, older buildings and stuff like that looks a lot better in a video, but you can be in a brand new house that hasn't even been moved into yet and it be haunted. And as a matter of fact, a lot of places stop building houses because of that very reason, because there's a lot of activity, and so therefore they just stop.
Hmm.
It is not fun, Wang.
Mm-mm.
No, it is not fun.
No,
It
it
really.
definitely is not. Okay, here's another one. America's paranormal fascination is new.
No,
No,
no. There's documents from way back when
way back.
of people, you know, being interested in doing seances and spirit
Hmm.
photography and
Hmm.
y'all know, y'all seen it, y'all were there, y'all were there with.
Yep.
Yep.
We was chilling in the back, like, hey, look.
Not new. It's just everybody's fascinated.
It's like
Yeah.
it comes in waves. It's
Hmm.
real big right now, and then it'll fade out, and then it'll come back, and then
Yeah.
it'll fade out. It's a fad. People are treating it like a fad.
It is. I
But for us,
agree.
it's
It
365. So
right.
But Twinkie, what
Exactly.
is that phrase you always used to say? Prove to me that it's what? How does it go?
Show me your evidence ghosts exist. And then I say, show me your evidence they don't.
hmm,
Exactly.
yeah,
That is my
exactly.
favorite thing. Um, and the fascination with the paranormal has always been there, but it was frowned upon so bad a long time ago. Like if you said you had a paranormal experience or anything else, what is that?
Um,
Thank you.
that's not cool.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and block her
Somebody blocked her, but I went ahead and just reported her because that was uncalled for.
I think it just deleted it, though. It hasn't blocked her yet.
Mhm.
So, if y'all wanted to make sure that she is blocked,
All right. I'm getting-
Rock on,
and it looks
Sandra.
like all these that were coming in.
Wasn't that insulting?
Hold on.
I'm trying to get to a limit.
Okay, so that one is blocked. So is that one. So if you have something unpleasant to say about anyone on my panel, whether you're new here or not, you will be blocked. Just so you know. I asked everyone to be respectful, and if you can't do that, then goodbye. Goodbye, Wayne. I knew they were all trolls. I was just giving them time.
We gave you a chance.
Okay. Yep, we gave you a chance, and that's all we'll do. All right. Hello, Mystic.
Exactly, Mystic.
Then they bring up saying that their dead wife. That's just wrong to make up stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I look like Ozzy Osbourne?
No, you're
Oh,
beautiful.
man.
No, you don't. But hey, let's
You start
rock.
biting. You start biting bats' heads off on the panel. I can't help you there, but
Do that.
as of right now, you do not. You look beautiful as always,
Yes.
and I don't care who you are, or if you're new to the channel, or if you are subscribed to our channel. If you are rude to anyone on our panel or anyone in our chat, you will be blocked. No matter what, no questions asked.
We don't tolerate
So
it.
anyway, so the fascination with the paranormal has always been there, but it has become more popular due to social media. Now it is more popular, and it is. It's not frowned upon as much as it used to be. Now we still get looks and funny faces whenever we say we're into paranormal. Don't get me wrong; people still look at us funny, but Matthew, there is no answer to that because there is no easy when it comes to paranormal. Like, we can't say go to this place and you're automatically going to get something. It don't work that way.
Because it's different experience every time. Like we were saying earlier, it changes. It ebbs and flows. It's energy based.
I have not seen his new
I didn't know he had a
show, Big D.
I'll have you all know I'm the only Ozzy Osbourne crackhead in this group.
Oh, my Lord. I love you, Jared. And that, if you don't know, is Jared King TV. All right. So our next one, aliens or little green men in flying saucers.
Nope.
That's a stereotypical TV opinion. I personally don't know what they look like, so I don't want to form an opinion when I've not seen them face to face.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But they could look like us. We don't know.
Yeah, they could. We could have them walking like as our neighbors, like,
And we
and
wouldn't
we
know.
just don't know it. I have seen a UFO. I know that's what I've seen, but I didn't see who was flying it.
That's right.
I've seen weird things in the sky, blinky lights that I know is not an airplane or, a jet or helicopters. But it's like I never could get them to stay there long enough for me to look at them for a while. They always just,
Yep.
they wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, so, I mean, we don't know what they look like. They could be, aliens honestly could be some of these insects that drive us crazy and come flying at us, because some of them look like alien beings. Some of them are pretty scary looking.
I'll tell you what the alien right now is freaking skin that's peeling off and itching me to death.
All right,
Sure.
Richie, you have a good day.
Goodbye, Richie.
Bye, Richie.
Oh, I don't say bye.
All right,
Later.
so here's our next one. No one still believes in vampires.
everything's got to come from something. Everything's got to come from something. And if ghosts are real, Bigfoot's real, Loch Ness Monster, and if all of that stuff is here, why can't they?
Yeah.
Or a form of a vampire. I don't know if they're...
But I believe they're vampires, but not like we see on TV that suck blood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For me, a vampire is, well, that's for me without insulting nobody. Someone that's really active, hyperactive beside me, always moving, and I call it a vampire because it's draining my energy.
It's an energy vampire.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
a spirit can do the same thing. So
that's what Angus is. Angus is an energy vampire. That's the energy right. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's what I believe.
Yep.
Hi, AD. Hi, Kim. So I too agree that things come from something. You don't just, I mean, people have imaginations, yes, but why would you imagine a vampire? Like, where would that thought process even come from? It makes no sense at all. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it has to come from somewhere.
Hey, AD.
All right. So now, modern zombies are supernatural. And this one right here always gets me because I have my own thought process on this one. But what would y'all's thought process be? Hi, Kayla.
Okay. My opinion is it depends on how they became the zombie, because there's so many different ways that has been wrote about, talked about, and made a movie about how they get the virus. It could be a spell that would make it supernatural, but if it's a virus from a scientific tube, I don't think that's supernatural. I think that's
Science.
a chemical catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
Kind of like what we're all kind of facing now. It's just not gone as far as it should. Now, that my thought process is it's weird, very weird, because again, we go back to things come from somewhere. We've had all these people who have seen the future. They said they know what they've seen in the future and they write it in books and all this. And there has been a deal about zombies. Okay. My opinion on this is when they saw zombies, and no offense to anyone who has an addiction or anything else, in my opinion, they saw people who are severely addicted to meth or other forms of drugs. Because what do you see when you see a zombie, especially portrayed in the movies? They are just dragging, they're walking, they're biting their faces off. They have sores all over their bodies and all over their faces. They have no thought process or anything else. So what if these people who saw the zombies actually were seeing in the future people who were addicted to some of these horrible drugs that are out there now? And that's what they thought, because I have seen meth heads, and again, no offense, because I know it's an addiction and I know some people cannot physically fight it. I've seen people walking around half clothed or in clothes that they wore for a month at a time that look like zombies walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so sad to say. It's so sad to say. But that is my thought process. And I even watched a video the other day of a young man who had psychological issues and believed that other people were demons. And he was literally eating a man's face off.
Oh, my.
So if people from way back when who could see the future saw all this, and this man was on drugs as well, but there was no drugs in his system at the time when he ate the man's face off. But that's my thought process. And it's a little weird and out there, But I mean, you never know. You never know what
It does
they
make sense,
see.
though.
Hmm.
It does.
Okay, so this next one is one of my favorites. Skeptics and believers do not get along.
That's not true.
That's not true.
False.
Because there's things that I believe in that Jared don't, and we're
Mm-hmm.
married. So
Yep.
Same thing here. Me and Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And what better person to have in your corner other than a skeptic whenever you do get some really good evidence and that skeptic says, "Oh, I saw that too."
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
That skeptic is going to confirm what you already knew. But for a skeptic to say it, I believe I said it in my last video of the haunted woods that we went to in the haunted barn, that anytime Slim tells me anything that he saw or heard, I believe every word of it because he is a skeptic to an extent. He is a
Mm-hmm.
skeptic believer. And he will try to debunk everything completely. And so when he does say that he sees something, I believe him.
Yeah.
So I love skeptics because they do give us validation when they see something or hear something as well.
I like the professionally adulting skeptics.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yes,
the
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Not the ones who just like dismiss every single thing without even giving it a chance.
Uh-huh.
I agree with that. Yes, very much so. Okay, so this is, I believe, yeah, this is our last one on here, and then we'll discuss whatever. The paranormal is bad for business. So businesses that believe that if their business is haunted, it's bad for their business.
They need to get new customers then.
I disagree.
That'll bring a lot of people in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it depends on how you're presenting it. So
Yeah.
it really comes down to who's running the business, so to speak.
Right.
But if you have someone that's staying somewhere like a hotel or whatever and it's haunted and they don't advertise it as that, and you go and stay there and you have all these experiences, then it's going to ruin their stay. So
Right.
why would you not want to promote that?
Yeah. Hi, David. I feel like there's so many haunted places and abandoned buildings that you cannot get into. These people would make a killing if they opened them up and said, "Okay, you can pay this much, but you got to sign a waiver." I
Yeah.
understand that safety is a concern for some of them, but if you sign a waiver and you say, "Okay, you're not responsible for anything that happens to me while I'm here,"
Mm-hmm.
what would hurt? What would it hurt?
It wouldn't hurt. I'd do
I
it.
can understand businesses that are focused on kids or
Yeah.
something like that. They would not want it out there that their building is haunted or they're, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. But if it's haunted, you just can't help it. And why try to cover it up?
Yeah.
It's eventually going to come out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And people know. People know the stories. They're everywhere. They're not going to be able to hide it.
Right.
It's all in your presentation, people.
Exactly.
Don't try to falsify your documents.
Eventually, I'm going to have enough stuff to be able to open up my own little haunted museum type thing if I keep
There you
going the
go.
way I'm going. And I'm going to let people come in and investigate it. Yeah, I
Mhm.
may take your money in the process, but
That's okay because you're going to give me the money in turn because you're going to move me out there so I can work at your haunted museum.
No,
how are
she's
you,
going to move this
David?
way.
Pepsi?
Hey,
Well,
Nuts.
wherever she goes, she's got to move me. I will live in the back of the store. It'll be fine.
Hi, the chairman. Get that money. Yeah, I would love to have all kinds of haunted properties. I've
Oh, yeah.
discussed it several times. That would be amazing.
Yep.
What do you guys think about creepy pasta?
I mean, some of the stories are pretty good. Some of them are a little,
Out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's with anything. Some of the things you enjoy listening to or whatever, and then some of them you're just like, okay, that's a little much.
I am on a found a channel the other night. The channel's called Being Scared, and he plays like rain sound in the background while he's using a soft voice to tell stories.
Oh,
And, yeah, and he'll play. They're like 4 hours long, 6 hours long, 8 hours long. He says it's for you to fall asleep to, listen to it. And it's to help calm and everything. And I'm like, oh, but now I'm going to sit here and watch all 8 hours of this.
right. Exactly. Mary, it's just creepy stories.
Yeah.
Me too, AD. Okay. So, and if everyone has not checked out Scared Witless, AD Whitman, okay, if you love watching scary videos, but you love watching somebody be scared while they're watching scary videos, you've got to go check out his channel.
He is a man.
It's so funny to see his reactions and stuff with these videos. I love it so much.
I can't wait for the day that we can go with him while he does an investigation. I won't be able to
him and Jared both. Him and Jared both. I'm ready.
Oh, you won't get to watch Jared very much. He'll take off running. All you'll hear is his feet, and all you'll see is dust.
You're very welcome, AD, because I absolutely love your channel, and I'm so glad to see that you're back.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
And I have a video I would love for you to react to, one that we just did last night, and it was creepy as heck.
You're welcome.
Yes. Like Layne was like, I think several times in the video, she says, we're probably gonna be sending this back to y'all, Lora and Jared.
I'll put her back on my desk. She likes to sit by me.
Let's see. 12 years ago, Selma was all about ghosts with Catherine Woodman and the 13 Ghosts of Alabama books. They have a statue of a ghost commemorative for her. I'm the only one in my town that still does it anymore. Oh, wow. Scared Witless needs to have regular toilet breaks while doing his videos.
That's okay. Jared does too. We fixed that problem though. It's called adult diapers and wipes. Yay! So he doesn't have to stop. He can just keep on trucking.
But when you had those,
Jared, shh.
All right. So, does anybody have any questions for us or anyone on the panel? Now's your chance to ask. We will only answer certain questions, though. We don't get too personal.
Within reason.
Lora. I was reading more, which is Slim. Let's see.
Told y'all he ain't right.
That's my daddy.
I see the
Yeah, right here in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, what place would you absolutely not investigate? I do have an answer for that. Hi, Jared.
Hey, Jared.
I'll go first. I will not investigate a church. Hello, Men in Black. The reason why I will not investigate a church is because I always had bad feelings about it anyway. But my niece had a really bad dream, and it involved us being in a church, and I did not like what happened in the dream at all. Like, my heart was pounding just hearing about it. So next year's YouTube family reunion will be in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we'll have lots of information coming out towards the probably probably Octoberish. We'll start sharing all kinds of stuff for that. So be watching for it. So Twinkie, where will you not investigate?
That church that she was talking about, number one.
Yeah.
I really don't think I would want to investigate a church. Um, just because I don't know. Out of respect, because that's supposed to be a place of worship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why I wouldn't. Because I was raised in church all my life, so and around here, a lot of places, if you want to investigate the graveyard, you got to get the okay from the church first, and a lot of them are not going
Yeah.
to give you permission.
Yeah.
So, probably mine is probably a church out of respect.
I don't have
Laura?
anywhere that I wouldn't, because I would go to a church that's still being used, because that I feel is disrespectful. But one that's they're letting fall down to the ground, I'm gonna go there to see if I can talk to somebody. I do it with respect. I don't go in there, raising Cain and tearing it up and whatnot. I don't really have a place that I wouldn't go.
Now,
As a
I might do an abandoned church or something like
Now
that.
the church that I was in when all this bad stuff happened was abandoned, so therefore I still will not do an abandoned church. That's just me because of the dream. That's it. That's the only reason, because of the dream, but that's it. All right, Miss Sandra.
It's not a place, it's a day. On a Sunday, I do not like to investigate on a Sunday.
Okay.
For me and my beliefs, it's not respectful. And I don't feel comfortable in knowing we're on a Sunday. And I don't know. That's how I feel. But I would go mostly anywhere, no problem, but not a Sunday.
Okay. And
Makes
Melissa?
sense. I would say probably anything that's known to have anything demonic. Only because we have dealt with so much of the demonic curse
Right.
that we've had. I would not want to go somewhere that's known to be demonic. Um, like Bobby Mackey's, but that's just my opinion. Um, but yeah, anything demonic. It's just certain things I
Now,
think we've already crossed that threshold once, and I don't want to do that again. So,
okay. So Charmaine says, what should someone do if they have an attachment? First off, you need to figure out what kind of attachment it is.
hmm
Any attachment is not good. You don't want an attachment of any kind, but you definitely need to find out what kind of attachment it is so you know how to get rid of it. Um, Anyone that has any kind of attachment, they can always come to any of us, but we're not specialists in any of that stuff, and that there's very few people who are. So we can do what we have done that's worked for us, but that may not work for you. So if
right.
we can't help you, we will try to find you somebody that can.
y'all might want to go to anybody but me, because I'm still dealing with the 6 that's attached to me right now.
Well,
I got like
there's a difference too between attachments and spirits that stay with you. Like Lainey has several that stay with her throughout
hmm Yeah.
her whole life. And some of those you're just not going to get rid of. They're just going to be there. And a lot of them are your spirit guides or your guardian angels. And some of them may not be. Some of them may just be somebody that wants to stick with you because they either like you or they don't like you. One of the two. But some of those you're just not going to get rid of unless you have an actual priest or something like that. And that, when it
Yeah.
comes to that kind of stuff, we do not do any of that because we're not experienced in any of that stuff. And I will never say that I am. If I don't know how to do something, I will tell you I do not know how to do it because I don't want to put you in any more danger.
amen.
Because And be careful who you trust with that, because
Oh, yeah.
there are a lot of people out here on YouTube who are overnight experts. There's no such thing as an expert. So if somebody says they're an expert, they're not. They're not. There's no such thing. The closest thing to it was Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're not here no more. And
Right.
so
And they were still
there's no
learning.
such
They
thing
were still learning new stuff every day.
every
Yep.
day,
Yeah.
every day. And they would have been the first ones to tell you that. So do not believe if anyone says they're an expert in the paranormal, they are full of shit.
Yeah, you might want to just go ahead and step back and move on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Jared. It is.
Are you seeing what Sling's putting in the chat over here? All right. I got a code word for you, but I can't say it on here, so you might want to just don't.
Now, father-in-law, invite him out.
My friend's home was an old church and it was very haunted. And I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, it was a church; it can't be haunted." Do you know how many? A lot of places that are haunted by emotion and energy. Do you know
Mhm.
how many people go into a church because they are hurting so bad, and they have like they're on their bottom, like they have nothing left at all, and they go in there and they leave that emotion, that energy, they leave it there. When people say they go into a church and they feel like the world is crumbling around them, but they leave the church and they feel like they have a better tomorrow, they feel like they have a better outcome on life, it's because they left that energy in that church.
Mhm.
What do you think all that energy? Where do you think all that energy goes? It goes in the walls. It goes in the floorboards. It goes in the pews. It goes. It's there.
Mhm.
It's there. And even if it's not an actual haunting, that energy can be crazy, and it can make you feel things and do things. Yeah, I definitely believe a church can definitely be haunted.
A Twinkie.
Yep.
Jacob
Yes.
Reed. You know who that is?
Hmm.
Hi, I'm Amy. Hi, I'm Jacob. That's Jacob from here.
Oh,
Cameron's
Jacob. Hey.
Oh, hey, Jacob.
Cameron's friend.
Hi,
Jacob.
Jacob. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
How you doing?
Is that the one that
I'm
was
the
going to be the investigator that night?
The well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I remember. Okay. Howdy.
It's so good to meet you, Jacob.
It's good to see your
Amen.
name.
Yeah, it is.
Cameron's probably driving right now. Jacob's with him.
Let's get this party started. Hi, I'm Jacob. Hi, Jacob. I'm Amy. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jacob and Amy. I'm Laura.
I'm Melissa.
Sandra.
Cameron's mother. You eat over here sometimes.
I'm still waiting for my food.
We used to hear choir singing at night in that home that was a church. Oh, wow. I could imagine.
Mhm.
Wow.
I don't believe
Yeah.
I'm being attacked by a ghost, but I do believe angels watching over me because I should have been dead 12 times or more. I believe you definitely have an angel watching over you, Slim.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just from the
Oh,
stories that I've heard. I agree with that, Barbara. Hi, Magic Angel. Good to see you.
Hey, Magic.
Hey, Magic.
It's been a while. So if I missed your question, just let me know because I'm trying to pay attention to the chat, but y'all know how I get when I get an opinion on something and I just start yakking. Um,
that's why we get along, my ocean sister. We were mermaids.
we were, I was the furthest thing from a mermaid. That I was like a squid or no, an octopus getting attacked by a shark, um, getting rolled around with the stingray. I was all kinds of stuff, but I was not a mermaid. I did not make any of that look graceful
I was
whatsoever.
I was a fish flopping on the shore.
You were in my lap about 85% of the time.
Up close and personal.
Well, we said that we wanted to just hang on and just be as close as we could possibly get. I think the ocean was trying to make it happen.
Slim has a question. He asked, "Where's everybody at?" He's at the beach again. Oh, you didn't pick me up.
I sent
We
you
definitely got
a
that.
response to that. I got lost.
Hi, Laura, Melissa, Sandra, and Twinkie. I'm Jacob, by the way, Amy. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jacob.
Nice to meet you, Jacob. I'm Amy.
Nice to
I'm
meet
the
I
one that
said
did all
that
the
50 to 100 times at the beach.
you.
Yes, Big D. I would definitely. What is it, Akagahara? I would
Oh, yeah.
definitely do the suicide forest in Japan. No,
I would
no
do
doubt.
it, but not alone because that's how it gets.
Not
I
alone.
would. Heck no, I would not alone.
Mm-mm.
That's how it gets you. It's like, oh, alone. Let's go.
Definitely not going alone, but I would love to do that.
That's a piece of advice that I would like to give to anybody that's not done the paranormal but wants to. Don't do these things alone.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Have a friend, have a buddy, have a life jacket, but do not go alone because that's where you get
And
the bad juju thrown at you.
yeah,
Hi, Backwoods
hello,
boy.
backwoods boy.
Backwards.
And if for some reason you do have to go alone, because I know some people don't have anyone there with them, if for some reason you do have to go alone, make sure, and even if you don't have anyone in your town, make sure you let somebody know, somebody on your social media, let a couple people know where you're going to be, how long you plan on being there, make sure they have your phone number, make sure they have the address of the place you're going. And then if you are not contacting them at a certain time, they are able to get in touch with somebody who can get to you. Don't ever go just free willy. Like, even if you find a spot on the side of the road and you want to go in and check it out, let somebody know where you're at. Send them your coordinates.
Yeah, drop
You
in.
can just push that one little button that pings your spot and send it to somebody. Don't ever just go in there and be like, oh, nothing's going to happen. Anything could happen.
Yeah, you could fall, you could get hurt, you could break a hip, you could break something. Somebody could attack you. It doesn't necessarily have to be paranormal. I mean,
You
you
could
need
have
to be more worried about other people.
diarrhea accident.
Yeah.
And forget your kid at home.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, unless you're Lora, because then you're prepared for
Yes.
that.
Hey, everybody makes fun until that situation comes around. I'm sitting there with 42 pairs of clothes and all this water and cleaning business stuff. And I'm over here like, now, are you going to laugh at it or you want to change your clothes because you smell bad?
But you didn't make us all have hand sanitizer at the reunion. We could have all prevented that if you.
I had it in my pocket.
You know, my uncle's girlfriend, and I thought it was funny. My uncle's girlfriend, every time any of us come around her, she was squirting hand sanitizer in our hands, and we were just, like this. My uncle or neither one got it.
Huh.
And so next year, I'm taking hand sanitizer, and I think that's going to be part of the bags next year is hand sanitizer, just to kind of keep everybody safe. And let's see, Men in Black. Yeah, Men in Black. I mean, we don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. I do believe that Bigfoot is paranormal anyway. I mean, paranormal. Paranormal is anything that cannot be explained by science. We cannot explain Bigfoot. We can't explain ghosts. We can't explain aliens by science. And I do believe they all have something in common. I mean, they got to get here some way. So
He gone, troll.
Was there another troll?
Yeah, I would have checked. Yeah.
Big on.
Why can't we hear Twinkie?
I don't know.
Huh?
Oh,
I
must have
couldn't
been
hear you.
lip reading.
You can't hear me?
Did you see Charmaine's comment to check your Twitter?
Yeah, I'm talking to her now.
Okay.
By immediately, I mean I ran out of the woods so fast it caught him. AD, I love you.
We have got to get him and Jared together.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
would
that is another thing that we try to do all the time. Is we try to go to a place for the day
Hey,
because
Sarah.
then maybe you can see like if there's holes in the floor or whatever, you know, if
Mhm.
there's nails sticking up all over the ground or whatever, or if there's homeless people there, or we pulled up to a place that we started to go into and we seen gang tags everywhere and we seen
Mhm.
needles laying on the ground and we just turned around, got right back in the vehicle and left because
Nope.
I'm not going
And
to
that
get caught in the middle of a gang thing.
and that's sad that you have to take the extra time to look out for unnecessary things like
Mhm.
needles on the ground
Yeah.
because the wrong move and you trip and fall and land on one of them and it sticks you. It could be bad consequences from that.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful everywhere you go,
Yep.
especially if you're clumsy like I am. That I could be standing completely still and just fall over for no reason. Just all of a sudden, boop.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm answering Charmaine back real quick. Um, okay, and I will say this. This is one thing that, and I'm not going to tell her whole entire situation, but if you are having medical issues, hi Sarah, how are you?
Hi,
If you're
Sarah.
having medical issues, but you believe it's an attachment, always go get yourself checked by a doctor first.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times we can mistake things that we think are attachments and it actually be something actual medical. So the first thing I'm going to tell anyone to do if their heart is racing or they're having chest pain or they're having this, go to the doctor.
Yep.
Make sure it's not medical.
Yep.
Then if it's not anything medical, then come back and then we'll figure it out. But I will never say, okay, it's an automatic attachment. I'm going to say go to the doctor first.
You got to do a process of elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we do on Ghost Hunt. When we do an investigation, we're always trying to debunk it first.
Yeah.
A lot of people
That's
don't
why
do
we
that.
still ask questions because we're still trying to find things out too. And yes,
Exactly.
I need a helmet and knee pads and duct tape and pillows and bubble wrap.
Because that's one
It's like
thing
We
we will
always
do.
we leave investigations with more questions
Than answers.
than we have answers.
Yep.
90% of the time. And the only way we're gonna know for sure what all's going on in the afterlife is when we become a ghost. And then we're still gonna be confused as hell. Look at all the ghosts that are like, where's the light? They have no idea what's going on either. Half of them don't have a clue from what we're hearing. So again, even as a ghost, you're not an expert.
my one big dream though is to come back as the ghost that aggravates the crap out of everybody. And you're trying to get the good heartfelt responses, and I'm over here trying to get my hamster back in the blue sock. You know,
Yeah. I
that's gonna
just
be
I
me.
think I think some of these spirits try to like they make fun of us. I think they're seriously over there laughing at us, like just watch this, watch, see what they do
Yeah.
when you do this. I mean,
AD.
I think they think we're hilarious.
They think I'm an idiot. Don't sugarcoat it.
AD says me. What is your name? Ghost says anything. Me. Scared witless.
Mhm.
That's what I love about your reactions, AD, is they're so authentic. Like you can usually tell when somebody's faking a reaction to something.
Yeah,
Like
they're
he
real.
genuinely looked scared.
Mhm.
He looks like he needs my disaster kit that I carry around. I'm gonna have to send him a disaster kit, preparedness care package. but it's only for one situation. That's it.
Okay, Doris. Love and hugs.
Love
Have a
Doris.
great day.
Love you, Doris.
Yeah, it definitely sucks that happened to everyone, but I wouldn't trade it for a minute, and I would do
Nope.
it all over again.
All
I'm
over
so
again.
glad that nobody got super sick. I'm very thankful for that, and I was worried about everybody.
Mhm.
But I would do it all over again.
Yep.
Yep.
The
In a
ocean
heartbeat.
was the hardest thing I had to. You need a proton pack?
Oh my Lord.
I could just see him running out in the middle of the woods, throw that thing at the.
I could see the mailman ringing his doorbell and him like zapping them because the doorbell scared him.
Oh, are you really that skinny?
Andre.
Hey, Andre.
Because
How
you're
you
letting the
doing,
wrong
Andre?
person know that you're skittish, like that bad. Because I will.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
Hi, Dustin. No worries. Hugs back. Okay, Big D, what's your joke? I feel like we're never going to know everything. And as much as we want to, and as much as we want to get something every single time we go somewhere, you're just not.
Nope.
Not even, Ed and Lorraine Warren got something every time they went somewhere.
Why
Not
did
even
the tomato
talk about that. Because it's me. Because it was getting squeezed. You little squishy.
It's
Soft
soft
salad
salad dressing.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Reminds me of all my cornball dad jokes.
Which you need to bring back.
Oh,
Yep.
Because
the audience has spoken.
because you won an award for it. Hello.
Yeah, they have spoken. They love your jokes of the day. They love your shorts.
I don't get on those
Yeah, I know
shorts.
you're not wearing any shorts.
I'm a spicy pantalones today.
I'm very proud of all of the winners. I'm very proud of all the nominees, and I'm very proud of all the channels that we have in all different genres in this community. Everybody's really stepping up, and it's hard. It's very hard to pick just 4 channels to nominate for these categories. It's getting crazy, but I'm very proud of all the winners this year.
I need to have an award for not needing to use the microphone. Handed me that.
I thought it was funny. Well, only a couple people didn't use the microphone, and you could still hear them plain as day. Laura was one of them. But James comes up there. James comes up there to give out his award, and I go to hand him the mic, and he just stands there and starts talking into it, and I'm sitting here holding it for him. I'm like, hello, take the mic. You're supposed to hold it.
Oh, it was a whole week of a meetup. It wasn't just one day.
Was.
It was a whole week.
Amazing.
Yeah.
From Monday till some of us Friday, some of us Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine was from Tuesday till Thursday night.
But you got to be there with us, though.
I
That's
did.
what counts. You got to be there.
That's what counts. Yes.
Jared, I dropped the mic and didn't even mean to.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, you did.
And I think I might have been the only one that didn't get hit with James's sock because I was on.
I didn't get hit.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I don't even want to hear nothing about people getting hit. by James's sock. I think I got the worst of James's socks.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yes, you did.
Next time we'll keep you from making that kind of bet.
Yeah, why did
Don't
you
do that?
But seriously, he lost. He
Yes, he
screamed.
did.
He
Yeah,
did.
But I was so in the moment, I did not think to argue the fact. So
Yes, he
technically,
did.
he lost.
And so you ended up with athlete's foot toe tea.
Ew.
I think that's
Yeah.
I just no, and honestly, the tea, the it tasted like nothing but hot water. The mental anguish that I had though was unbearable. What was that,
It sounded like a zombie.
Sandra?
Sandra?
That was my dog. Somebody
Oh.
ran.
Okay.
I thought it was the zombie apocalypse was.
No.
I know.
Somebody rang the doorbell.
Oh.
You don't
Hi,
do that.
Tom
Lady.
Lava. How
so
are you?
hot. It was so hot.
No, I do not love James's sock tea. No, I do not, Slim. Zombie
No,
dog.
I
That's what I was thinking.
It was so hot down there in North Carolina, though. I wouldn't have let him try to dress up and all that. He'd had a heat stroke.
Yeah.
So
Now, the
He
next
bless
one
his
is going to
heart.
be in Vegas. Vegas, you have a year, guys. So make sure you start preparing for it now. We will give you the hotel and all that coming the first of the year. But you want to be there. It is best. And every year it gets better and better. This was the best year ever.
But
And
But make sure, like right now, you can't get your hotel right now. But make sure you start saving for that plane ticket.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And you can even make, like we said last night, you could even make payments on your plane ticket.
Yep.
Yep.
You
just
sure
don't
can.
sit in the direct sunlight for 52 hours.
Yeah.
Draw the line somewhere, guys. Get an umbrella.
I think mine's just about done.
Mine is. Knock on wood.
It's about done, but it's still.
I'm still waiting on my test to confirm it, but I think I'm pretty much done. I feel great today.
Yeah, I feel a lot
My
better
back
today.
hurts. My back hurts, but I think that's the way I slept because I didn't go to bed till like almost 4 o'clock this morning, and I was just all over the place whenever I woke up this morning. But yeah.
Hey, Top
I would
Bomb.
like a diet, Dr. Pepper Barbara.
Well, my town didn't have none, so I had to get the Thunder.
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 You can find plenty of it down here in North Carolina.
So don't forget, guys, tonight we're all going to be over at Batrican's channel. It's going to be the girls against the guys, and we are doing
Greek
what are we
mythology.
doing tonight? Greek mythology trivia tonight. So make sure you are there to check that out. And then afterwards, we have the beautiful Entity Paranormal. She'll be going live right after that. So make sure you're there watching.
Awesome.
I hope y'all are all ready for all the videos that are going to be coming. Everybody's been kind of sick this last week. Everybody knows what happened already. Every one of us got the Divic while we were on vacation, and no fault to anyone. It just something that happened. We were in a big touristy town, and it happened. So
I feel like I opened up a Divic box.
yeah,
There was one there.
Huh? Where? What? Huh?
yeah, and
In
that
Museum? The Oddities
Oddity
Museum?
There was one.
You didn't see
Yep.
it? Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
was
It was
there.
there.
I was too worried about going through the mirror maze for 42 seconds.
I would have taken a picture, but we couldn't take pictures only in certain spots.
Well, some people did. Some people
Some
did.
people did and took video.
Oh.
So maybe
got
that
the little-
person might have it.
I've got the little sword swallowing thing. I could put that
I
up.
got that.
And I got I videoed Layne and Casey going through the thing in front of me.
Yeah. Mary Batrican will be on at 7 Central Standard Time, and Twinkie will be on around 9-ish Eastern Standard Time.
And I will be there at both of them at whatever time they go live.
Be there or be square.
Maria.
And I will
Much
probably
like
do the
you too,
spirit
Andre.
box tonight.
A
Spirit box.
You said what?
Spirit box.
Spirit box or the necrophonics, either one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be there. Hello, the Bud Files.
But I came from the doorbell we all pushed. You're probably right, Donnie. We did.
It could have been because it didn't it say do not push?
We did anyway. No,
I
it said
think
to
every
push.
one of us pushed it. Did it say
Yeah.
push it? Okay.
What?
They were. Because generally anything that said do not do this, we had a couple of people, I ain't going to say any names, Jerry Batrican. They would touch everything that you could not touch.
They touched.
How was your girl?
Hey, Bud Files.
I'm just still thinking that the ocean just did a freaking haggle trade on me. It gave me the divot and they took my sunglasses. So there's like your even trade. I'm like, no.
There is no even trade for what that ocean did to all of us.
No, it's not.
I'm glad there's no video proof of it
I'm sure it is somewhere.
that we know of.
Sean
Sean is working on it, so
I'm sure he got some of it, but I'm just glad he didn't get the extremely unmodest parts of it.
The X-rated parts.
The X-rated parts.
Amy,
it was fun though. We were laughing.
Amy, you have a mission for this year. You've got to get the thermal thingy.
Yes, I do.
I want to test that out.
Okay, we had one. We had one with us. We brought ours with us.
That shows the farts.
Yeah, the thermal
What
cam.
the crap?
Yeah. I know.
Well, I will have one by next year because I am filming y'all's farts.
Okay. Well, I said I wanted to be the test subject. So
okay.
I'm sure you want to do Eric.
His are too sharp. It'll break the camera.
Oh, let's hope we don't put it on OnlyFans, Big D.
Oh, Lord.
If y'all ever see anyone rolling around in the ocean half naked and it looks like me, it's not. Especially if Lora is pulling my britches up.
In a very non-gentle way. I yanked them suckers plumb up to Saskatchewan.
Trying to fix your top and everything. Yeah, like put it back in, put it in.
I was too worried about the top to worry about the bottoms, but I really needed somebody to take care of the bottoms while I was laying in Melissa's lap.
I was like
looking at her like, please help me.
No, she was looking at me like, what the hell's happening?
She was so confused and
she was.
Because I was just there talking to Twinkie on the other side of the ocean, and like the next thing I know, I'm on the complete opposite side. And I don't know where Twinkie's at. I don't know where I'm at. I just know I keep rolling under people and on top of people, and I'm half naked. And I couldn't do it. I was stressing out so bad. It wasn't good.
We died a couple times that day.
There was sand in places there should not have been sand.
In my belly button.
Yeah.
In my ears, stacked up in my ears.
It wasn't fun in that moment, but afterwards it was hilarious.
It was.
I was in the opposite side of the ocean.
Here's the thing. Okay, she said it was stressing her out and it was the worst thing in the world. She went back and got back in.
No, that was the second time. The first time, it only like tumbled me a couple of times and I almost drowned it like a little bit. The second time I almost drowned it a lot. The second time I almost drowned it a lot.
Slim said if y'all seen a fat man rolling out of the ocean, it was me.
That was
the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I have never seen that before. It was so funny. He was just rolling.
Patrick,
He just sits up.
the only man that will drown with a smile.
Hey, if you're gonna do it right.
He was going down grinning.
No, Jared, when I stood up, I was so confused. I started walking back towards the water. And I did not want to go anywhere near that water again. When I finally stood up, I was just like, somebody help me. I can't move. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know nothing right at the moment. It took everything out of me.
Slim said when he sat up, he said all he could see was birds was flying around his head.
For a split 5 or 10 seconds, all I could see was the bottom side of Mitzi's bathing suit because it was plastered to my forehead. Because it knocked me down, slid me up on the beach, and then knocked her down onto my forehead with her bathing suit.
Yes.
And I was like, leopard print? What? I leaned up and looked. I was like, oh, hi. It's nice to meet you finally.
Yeah.
I got to know everybody so dramatically.
Yeah. Up close and very personal.
It was a blast.
Because it just went down the line. Amy was over there. She ended up in April's lap. April ended up in my lap. I ended up in Lisa's lap. Melissa stayed way over there somewhere. She's like, I don't want no part of this being in people's laps.
But then she finally came over there and sat with us, and then she ended up getting tossed around just like all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be some footage of that because Shawn was filming, which I'm okay with that. I just don't want to moon anyone in a video.
We look like rocks in a rock tumbler, in a rock polisher.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we looked like. Because it was literally like wadding us up and throwing us in there and rolling us around. We were little dough balls.
We look like bowling pins.
And the people that were behind us, every time I looked up, they were laughing so hard.
I know, we gave them a show. That's okay.
We're probably gone viral and we just don't know it yet.
If y'all happen to see it, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I just hope somebody got my extreme superhero pose when I started fighting the ocean.
Yeah.
Because
The diva.
I can't remember if it was Amy or April, one of y'all two was trying to get up and it kept knocking us down. So I got over in front of y'all so y'all could get up, and I was letting the water hit me in the back, and I started getting angry.
I remember that.
Well, the first time I thought one of the guys come up behind me because I literally got picked up out of the water and just thrown up onto the beach. And I come to find out later that was Lora, who manhandled me like nobody's business and saved my life.
I was done. Okay.
And then the second time, I remember a bunch of hands coming at me, and they would miss me. But then when I slid up onto the sand, Lora somehow was on top of me. And then somehow I got sucked back out. And then when I got pushed back up there, I ended up laying across Melissa's lap. And that's when my clothes had decided they weren't staying on. And I was just like, somebody please help me. And I know my shorts came up very abruptly. And then after that, I'm just like, just get me the hell out of here.
All I heard was her hollering, "Where's my Twinkie?"
Because you were not there no more. You were gone. Like, you were on the total opposite side of me.
I was over here. Y'all was over here. And if
she got veered that way, I got veered this way.
Yeah, see, we were in Wrightsville Beach? Is that where we were?
We were at Carolina Beach.
Okay, we started out at Carolina Beach, but when we was done, we was back down, at
we were at Kerr Beach.
Yeah, it's just I was like, why are you so angry? God.
The waves were angry. They were angry. I think, like, it just said, okay, y'all came to see us. Look at us now. Like, it just, Love you, Charmaine. Good luck on your test tomorrow. And please message me whenever you can. Love you bunches. Everyone say some prayers for Charmaine tonight. She's going for her test tomorrow.
Pray everything goes well for you.
Praying for good outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all go to the ocean during the hurricane? No, but there had been.
There was a storm off. Mm-hmm.
Storm off out into the ocean. So I'm pretty sure that's what caused most of that.
It was rough.
It was called Storm Drown the YouTubers.
Yeah. Hey, Paris, hello. Yes, I'm waiting on Nubsy's second part of the reunion deal as well. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, he had the first one went up a while ago. So we'll
Hmm.
probably have two to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't funny at the moment because I was too busy drowning violently.
But
Yeah.
afterwards it was hilarious afterwards.
But we
I,
laughed a lot that day.
I couldn't help it because here's poor little April. She's trying to get down there to begin with, didn't even put her shoes on. And she's a hot footing it down there. I'm afraid she's going to fall in the sand and break her kneecap off. So I've got her up on one side and Amy's got her on the other, and we're basically carrying her down there. And we sat down. I said, "Give me your foot." I slapped them shoes on real quick.
They just told me to be really careful without my knee brace on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
There wasn't no being careful in that water. I'm glad you didn't
I don't
hurt
care what
yourself.
you did. You could have went in there full protective gear, and you'd have been wadded up, folded up, put it in the back pocket of them.
Yeah.
That was a wash and rinse and tumble dry high.
Yeah.
especially Slim.
Oh my
I think-
All
god.
right, guys. So
That was the best.
yeah, we've been on here for an hour and a half, and our amazing brother Nubsy is premiering a video right now. So I think we're gonna do a What the Paranormal raid on him, and go check out some of the stuff that happened to us all at the reunion. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and everybody, if you will, please go over and put What the Paranormal raid. And let's go show Nubsy lots of love because he is one amazing young man. We got lucky enough to meet him in person, and he's just the same in person as he is online. So there is the link. Please go over and say What the Paranormal raid. And guys, we love you. Make sure you're at Batrican's this evening at 7 Central Standard Time, and then at Entity Paranormal Investigators at 9 Eastern tonight. So we love you all. Hello, haunting hunters. How are you? You're catching us right at the end, but I hope you go back and watch. We had a great discussion today. We love you guys. We hope you guys mean the world to us. We hope you know that. And we will see you next time. Love y'all. Check out
Love y'all.
all these beautiful ladies. Links are in the description below. Love y'all. Hi, Matt.
Hey, man.
Love and hugs, everyone.
Love y'all.